It's time for a brand new SVU after show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm Yael Tygiel. Let's get started.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello and welcome to the SVU After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. If you have not already, go to youtube.com/AFTERBUZZ TV. Hit subscribe. We're also on iTunes and SoundCloud. I don't know what this voice is. I'm Yael Tygiel. So excited. Joined by Lauren Salaun.
Hello, everybody. I am so bummed I wasn't here last week, but super pumped to be here tonight.
Yeah.
And as you all know, you can find me everywhere on social media, especially Instagram at Lauren Salaun.
Awesome. And you are in the chat?
I am in the chat.
She's getting in the
now.
chat, hopefully.
Yes.
And also remembering to pull up iTunes.
Done that before I got here,
Great.
girl.
Before we jump into season 18, episode 9, I want to remind everyone a few things. First of all, we have a hotline for anyone who may need it if you were assaulted or need help. Lauren, what is that hotline?
That number is 1-800-656-HOPE. That's for the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 4673.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome. I know, I'm so on top of things,
She
right?
is. I'm so proud of her. And of course, our warning for anyone who may have been in a situation or, may have trauma. We are going to say some things, and they might come out offensive, or might be intentionally offensive. And if we say that this show and that affects you, this show might not be for you. Yep. Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
What did you think of this episode?
I saw it coming the whole time.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel this is something that Jesse and I discussed 2 weeks ago, where, it's so... Obviously, we know SVU very, very well. And, all y'all out there listening in the chat know SVU really well. And, yes, it follows the formula.
Yeah.
But it's getting so predictable that it's like, who's the second person we're going to come in contact that could possibly be connected to this incident? Are they the bigger actor of the guests? They did it.
Well,
it's like, that's pretty much how it happens.
Yeah.
And, right?
Yep. Yeah, no, so okay. I have some thoughts.
So
okay.
I was hoping with this storyline, we assume it's those two guys, let's throw in, have it be the one we are pretty sure it is, and then someone else. You know, that isn't already one of the options.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
The curveball, maybe a little bit.
It also, so the last 2 episodes, I think we unanimously agreed were not the best. Yeah. Right? So this episode, definitely better than those 2. I would even say 100 times better.
Oh.
That's how bad I thought those were.
Yeah.
But this one wasn't good either.
Are we coming to the end?
No, we are not coming to the end. How dare you?
Is this the beginning of the end?
No, we're hitting episode 400 next time, so no. But what I will say is I would have liked a curveball.
Yes.
I would have liked Buchanan to be his lawyer, because at least
they would have been such a good match.
Yeah, those
two
trials are, as much as I hate Buchanan, those trials are interesting because he says things and he tricks you, and I go, I hate you, Buchanan.
Yeah, he would have been good with that young girl and the good old boy billionaire.
Right. He would have been a great lawyer for Lawrence, and I think they did a disservice to the episode, because that would have ended it on a high note. So our plot,
Buchanan, the lawyer in this one was such a random, an actor we know.
Right, he's on Once Upon a Time. He's the cricket.
But so random.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to get the chat, you guys. I'm sorry.
The service. Room. Yeah, service is not working here. All right, our episode starts with Lawrence Hendricks. He's the CEO of Avalon Stores. So this isn't the Cosby episode we expected.
Right, but it is kind of Cosby-esque.
The only real Cosby-esque part is he likes to put Quaaludes in their drink.
Right, but it was
That's not a joke. That was a statement.
Yeah, but it was like the
Get out sound
But
effects.
even about it being like almost more acceptable, I'm doing big air quotes, you guys, back in the 80s,
Yeah, 70s.
70s,
in
whenever.
1975. Yeah. I guess.
And that's like, oh, that's how we partied.
I think had
People
more
knew what was
people
up.
come forward, because especially in this episode when they were like, no one came forward, I was like, that would have been more Cosby-esque. And I think
Right.
that the slew of accusers would have helped this.
Right.
Jump to that Cosby-ness. Did you get the chat?
I do, yes.
Do they have something to say?
There's a lot of things to say. Hey, everybody! Courtroom drama, sassy barbs. We didn't get the Trump episode. I guess I have to settle for Cosby episode. Obviously, the old guy. Whole season has been pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are in agreement that we have not gotten a lot of good ones.
The other thing we haven't gotten is a dead body. Like, everyone's been alive. Which, not to be terrible, but like, kill somebody.
The shot to the head. Whoa, why was that so hard? The brain shot.
Oh, that was
great.
great.
Also, a good way to redeem a crappy episode.
Yes,
Like, oh,
that's
this
what
is
I'm
so boring.
saying.
And I was like, no!
Right. Also, that girl was not pretty enough for everyone to love her. Said it last week. I'll say it again. Said it 2 weeks ago. Okay, so we meet Sarah, the bartender / victim, and Eric, the grandson. I want everyone, if you have this episode recorded, I want you to go back just to the beginning part, and this part's hilarious. When the cake's wheeling in and then we see everybody and we hear them singing happy birthday, I'd like you to look at everyone's mouths. No one is saying, first of all, no one's singing happy birthday. And if they are, everyone's on different parts of the song. No one's mouth matches the audio. Hilarious.
No.
I actually stopped and rewound and watched it again. It was so
did
funny.
not even
So if you have it recorded, check it out. You're
really
welcome.
funny.
It was so funny. Okay. While we are there, we meet Lawrence Jr., who is Eric's dad. We meet Cynthia's daughter. We're at this party. And then the bartender gets hit on by Eric. The line that creeped me out is when Lawrence says, always stay sharper than your target.
Yeah.
I went, no.
Yeah, like hunting. He's hunting the girl.
But also, like, he's basically saying, get her drunk, but you be completely sober.
Yeah.
Which,
Well, I mean, like a little less drunk. No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Just if you get, not to, okay, here's where we say offensive things.
Yeah, no, I was joking.
Ready? If you're going to take advantage of someone who's drunk, you want to be drunker, because then it's not
then you
your
can't rape
fault.
them.
Yeah.
They raped you.
Yeah. Because
Sorry.
that is not true. It's not fact. That's why we give a warning.
You can get angry at that
Yeah, we're
one.
in trouble.
It's okay.
Thank you. All right, so then the story goes that Sarah wakes up, she goes and reports. I like that she immediately reports
Yes.
it. Like, puts on her pants and goes.
Right.
Was she wearing underwear? We didn't see it. I just wanted to know.
I don't know.
I just want to know.
I would think that I would probably go to my catering job with
No, but
underwear.
I mean when she woke up.
Oh, okay.
Because she, like, was there and her shirt was long and then she
Yeah.
pulled her pants up and I went, is she wearing underwear? Was it removed?
I don't know. Where's the semen? How did the semen get there?
How did the semen get there? Speaking of, it turns out there are 2 samples.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. To get date raped and then to be like, they're like, ooh. Ooh. Like, thank goodness you were out for it, but like, And she's like, it just keeps getting worse.
Well, the moment when she goes, aren't you going to get the men who did this? And I was like, girl, people had a party with you.
Oh, yeah.
You were there, but you weren't there. Terrible.
But I'm really happy that she later was like, oh yeah, I do remember. I actually did have sex with that one and I wanted to.
She was like, right, that was totally consensual.
Yeah.
And then I loved that she was like, how much trouble did I get him in? Like, that is a proper response. You know what I mean? Like, realizing I made a mistake. Mm-hmm. And this is why we don't believe that women women don't make false allegations. They make mistakes. They realize it. They apologize, or it happened.
Right. Well, and because, I mean, for those of you who maybe have never been really drunk, sometimes when you get drunk and the next day and you don't remember things, like it comes back to you almost as a dream, and you're like, was that a dream that I had, that I like brushed my teeth and then threw my toothbrush over there, or you know, whatever happened, or had sex with somebody, you know.
Yeah.
And so it could be foggy like that. And so her like remembering these things patchy is not, you know, that happens that way.
I definitely was like, how did I get outside into the snow? How did that happen? All right. Then how did I get back inside?
Never mind. I almost said something when entirely would have gone in a different direction.
I really want to know what you were going to say, Lauren.
I was going to say, why does my mouth taste like this? And then I was like, from like eating stuff in the middle of the night. And then I was like, no.
No, that sounds
Also,
filthy. Eating stuff in the middle of the night.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to eat.
Yeah.
You get hungry. Get that urge. Who's in the booth there? Missing opportunities.
I know.
We're the
Falling
dun-duns.
asleep on the job, huh? Still, they left us.
Yeah. Okay. So
What should we turn the show into? Let's runaway show. Just kidding.
SVU. We should talk about SVU and ask where the semen came from.
Yeah. Oh no, they're back.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So she was.
So Anne Marie is asking, would something like that affect her credibility in court? Probably. If they said,
yes.
"Oh, initially you said he raped you, and then later you said that, oh no, it was consensual. If you initially cried wolf and thought he raped you, that guy raped you, and you remembered it wasn't rape, how do we know that's not true with this guy too?"
Absolutely.
You little whore.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why Buchanan would have been so much better as a lawyer.
Well, sweetheart.
Yeah. Buchanan. You would have been like, isn't it possible that you have daddy issues?
Isn't it possible that you were trying to blackmail this family into a bunch of money, and so you went for the grandson, but then realized the much, much wealthier grandfather was also interested, and you thought you'd, hedge your bets and go for both?
I think the best part was when she was like, I would never have sex with an 80-year-old man. No, I'm disgusting. But and I'm sitting there watching this going, yeah, I don't have that defense. I love me some silver foxes.
Oh my.
I was like, oh crap, I'd be screwed. They'd be like, don't you have a history of dating old men? Yeah. Good, thanks.
You're welcome.
Sound cue's not going to be happening.
It's okay.
Oh my God, there is a novel written for us. Good.
Hey, Brie.
Brianna is in the booth. Can she say hello? Does she know how to do that? Yes? No? No. Okay. All right. So I think some of my favorite moments from this episode was when they're in like the hello.
Hi, sorry, they just told me how to do that.
Woohoo! Hey, girl.
Everyone, this is Brianna. She is in the booth.
I'm in the booth, but a real engineer will be back real quick.
Great, and they will hit the sound effects for us. But until then, you can feel free to make sound effects, like the dun dun.
Got it. We'll
Thanks.
be on that.
Thank you. Okay, so my favorite moments were in the board meeting when Lawrence is like, I had sex with her.
Yeah,
That's
like,
right.
He's like, no problem. I did.
And everyone's going, stop talking. We don't want to know.
I was like, dang, old man.
And I love the faces of everyone else who's like, girl, no one cares or wants to hear this.
Yeah.
Loved that.
That was good. That was a good moment.
Yeah. And then we have the in-person Wired moment, which...
Yeah, that was another one. I'm like, SVU, get another tactic.
So last week when we discussed the promo, I went, this better not be her going, what did you do to me? Wearing a wire for SVU. And then, of course, it was. Come on.
Yeah.
It's I listed last week all of the episodes I could remember, and then I got overexcited. So I will not list the episodes.
With stings?
No, with the where they wear the woman. Okay,
with like a wire sting situation.
Yeah. So for example,
that's like
the one
so
with
many.
the uncle who's the dentist in the ring. So that one when she goes in. The one with the Wonderland story.
I don't need it again. I don't need it.
But I'm already listing.
No, it's okay. There's so many.
Okay. I love this show so much, guys. All right, so then they try the Dementia Defense, which okay. So when Lawrence's daughter Cynthia, when she was like, he's not well, he shouldn't be in charge of the company, and his lawyer then was like, what a great idea. I went, you really should have talked to her. Like, this would have been so smart if you guys did this together.
Yeah. Yes.
I was so disappointed. His legal team was terrible.
Right,
for a rich
being a
man.
Billionaire?
Yes.
Like, come on, dude.
Absolutely.
He had like a scruffy little whatever.
I'm the voice of your conscience.
Yeah.
Guys, that's Jimin and Cricket from Once Upon a Time. Yes. Anything in the chat you want to share?
I mean,
are you paying attention to that?
I am. They didn't say anything else. They talked about if she was drugged, would it affect things in court? Go Yael, the Encyclopedia of SVU, from Jay Ruby's.
Yeah, see, that, you need to...
That just came in.
Yeah, but that's important. Everyone wants to hear when people cheer me on.
Kelsey's Forever says, hi, Bree.
No.
Hello, Chelsea.
She says, hi.
No, don't talk to Brianna.
Can someone please refresh my memory? What happened to Stabler when he left the show? Could he come back?
Okay, so Stabler is still alive. He could come back, and we've talked about it before that they've discussed that he absolutely can come back, and he will when we get to the end of the series. So really, he went, you want me back? End of the show. What a dick. Because I'm not ready for either of those things.
You think that's how it happened?
No, I think he was like...
Or he was probably like, hey, can I get some work or something?
No. They went and asked him to come back. And
they did?
Marishka has said, like, many times that if she texts him and says, come back, he would totally do an appearance. But he doesn't want to until the show's wrapping and, like, it makes sense in the story.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so... The case is really simple, and we don't really need to go into it. But there is some other stuff I want to talk about. But before we do that, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you to everyone who is live in the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who subscribes on iTunes, who tweets at us. We love you. We do the show because we love you, and we love SVU. I do. I love it so much. It's the greatest thing ever. And the fact that I missed today's marathon makes me so sad, but that's okay because Sunday there's a marathon, and I'm ready. So we ask you to do a very simple thing. Go to iTunes, subscribe, don't miss an episode, but also rate and review. If you like us, you can give us 5 stars. If you don't like us, you can give us 4 stars. The other stars, they don't work. Don't even worry about them. Just skip them. Just ignore them. Do we have any new 5-star reviews?
We do. Okay, we've got one from A Potter 94 from January 12th, 2017. It's titled Best Panel Ever. 5 stars. I love the show. And when I found out your reviews of the show, oh, dang it, reading. I love
reading
the
is
show.
hard, guys.
And when I found your reviews of the show, I fell in love. Cry face heart.
Aww.
Yael, Jesse, Lauren, and Isabel, you are my fantastic 4. Keep the amazing job and all the love from Qatar. Oh, hey,
wow.
Qatar. Smiley face, this hand, you, clap, clap, clap.
Love it.
I think the you is an emoji that did not come through because it's not a normal you. But anyway, there's smile, girl, you.
Please continue to comment. Please continue to use emojis because I love watching Lauren try to make emojis. Show me the winky face with the tongue because it's so cute. There it is. Adorable.
There we go.
All right. So somebody tweeted at me and was like, did you see the Barisi moments? And I had to rewatch and go, there are no Barisi moments. They don't interact. That doesn't happen. There was no Barisi moment.
In this episode?
Yeah. There was not a single Barisi moment. Disappointing.
I feel like Carisi wasn't even
Yeah, he was barely there.
Yeah. Barbara got like a new haircut, right?
Barbara looks so good. Oh man, Barbara looks good. But we did, so I didn't realize I fell down a Barisi hole on the internet. Thank you.
Ooh.
There it is, an engineer is back. I fell down this Barisi hole and discovered that there is a Benson Barba ship going on. I don't know what that's called. I assume it's like Barbenson or Barenson. I'm not sure what that ship is. I let the fans tell me. Sure, maybe. I'm terrible at ship
Benba?
names. Benba. I like Benba. But there's this ship, and this episode had a lot of those moments. So usually their sass is like a sass, but this time that was a head shake of a no. Yeah, for the audio listeners.
Yeah, with a little finger wave.
I didn't do a finger wave.
I did.
Okay. But this episode, when he was like, this is a slam dunk case, and she was like, you seem confident, and he's like, I'm angry. I was like, ooh, that is sexy.
Gosh. You are... I don't go there at all.
You should. And then it makes the show great. And later when she was bluffing with Sue
Ariane.
Yes.
She just got out of a relationship.
Yeah, I know. Tuxin last week.
Yeah, but I know. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Calm down.
Yeah.
So when Benson was bluffing with Sue-Ann,
yes,
and was like, your fingerprints were on the Quaaludes, and then she leaves, and Barbara was like, yes, you better bluff better work.
Did she? Yeah. She's like, we'll see if she shows up.
So I don't.
And then they jump
them.
and high five.
Yes, that happened. I don't want Barbara and Benson, but I definitely now see where this ship came from.
Right.
It's a fan-made ship.
I can never... I mean, I ship more Barisi because Barbara's not into girls.
What? We don't know that. That is not confirmed.
Know that.
It's unconfirmed.
It's not confirmed, but it's confirmed.
Also, I think it would be really brave and amazing for the show to give us Barbara and have him be pansexual or fluid or something. That would be amazing.
Barbara?
Yes.
The closest we're going to get to something like that is him just being gay and maybe unstatedly. Like, being like someone's going to stumble upon him at dinner with a male friend and he's going to be like, oh, this is Jim. And then they're going to move on and that's it.
No,
we're going to see nothing.
No.
Yeah, right. This is Law and Order SVU. There's going to be no pansexuality happening or fluidity.
Why?
With the main characters.
That's true. Only with a victim. Yeah. It's only available with victims.
Exactly.
Speaking of last week.
Mr. Henry 84 says one of his, I'm assuming, well, yeah, Mr. Henry, sorry. Oh, gosh. See, I'm just being open-minded to things.
I don't know what
one of my pet peeves is the lack of LGBT main characters in crime shows. Apparently, these characters can only be victims or deranged killers.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He also then said it's 3:27 a.m. in Denmark. But
Go to sleep.
I guess that doesn't help. Why is everyone saying what time it is?
Because I think it's the middle of the night for them.
The Canadian witch just asked what time did it start because she got lost in the twilight zone of the internet. Jeez, Canadian witch, get your life together. Show up on time.
I like you're picking on our live chat.
I'm loving on them.
She's picking on you guys. Bullying.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, I want Barisi to happen. You know what? I said it last week. I'll say it again. I'll say it every week if I have to. I want the show to jokingly, like, have Barbara and Carisi fighting and someone be like, we'll just get a room and that be it. Like, that's them going, we hear you, fans.
I like that.
Right? That would be awesome.
And then one of them turns to the camera and winks.
Yeah, like, we hear you, fans. No? Okay. The other thing I wanted to make sure we mention is the way the episode ended, right? So after we solve the case and Sarah gets her justice, because that whole 1975 thing was hilarious. Do you know what this is? That's a phone. You didn't have these in 1975. Yeah. And also did you know that drugging and raping women was illegal in
back then as well?
That was great. Although I hear Quaaludes are a cool thing that kids these days are using.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that I wanted to touch upon was the ending when the phone rings and it just keeps going. Yeah. Right? Like, Carisi's got another case. Benson has another case. It just tells us two things. One, the world is a terrible place. And two, this show is never ending.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We've got a lot of special victims out there.
Yeah. Show is so good. It's the greatest show around.
Well, do we think maybe, would they possibly be getting someone to come in and help?
I think they...
Or is that a suggestion at the additional victims from old Grandpa Quaalude?
No, because the first one that called was a rape in a bathroom.
Well...
I also thought it was going to be people coming forward.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So it was not exactly Cosby. I wanted a Cosby episode. I'm disappointed. Also, we didn't thankfully have any baby Noah in this episode.
Goodness.
It was not at all mentioned, not at all seen. Yes. And the Tuxin breakup doesn't seem to have affected Benson at all. Like, she's just totally fine without Tuxin.
Well, they were so, like, frigid anyway the last
when they ended, yeah. And people corrected me a lot about I said last week that we never really see them kiss, and people were like, we saw them kiss once. My bad.
There was more chemistry, like, in the are they a thing, is something happening, than in the they're happening.
Yeah, agreed.
So it was like kind of a downer.
Yeah,
because they're both such like stoic, powerful characters and people, and like sexy on their own, but then together their sexiness, once you saw it together, like after the sexual tension was cut, it wasn't better.
Yeah. Well, I have news on the relationship.
Buchanan is one of the lawyers on the other side, defense attorneys.
He's a defense attorney. You've seen him in Porn Stars Requiem. We see him in really anyone where
he's
the woman.
Big,
he's
like jolly Southernish man.
He feels a lot more Southern than he is.
Right.
Right? Like
I actually can't recall if he even has a Southern accent, but I'm saying he is Southern.
It's like subtle, but you want him to have like a Colonel Sanders Southern accent. Like you want him to be like, darling, I feel. That was my Southern. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Southerners.
I apologize. We gave you a content warning. Thank you.
And thanks, Hanan. These are called French braids.
Okay, calm down. Put your braid down.
Character boxer braids. Yeah, there we go. Trump episode. People are excited for.
So I have news on this. Let's head into news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, I'm so excited to report. Yesterday at the TCA's, Dick Wolf was there to plug Chicago Justice, another show in the One Chicago universe. And somebody asked, when will SVU air the Trump episode? And I'm so excited that I was there to hear Dick Wolf actually speak on this. And his answer was, I don't know. I don't do scheduling. Hilarious.
Really?
He was like, I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So he suspects that it will be sometime this season. But I talked to a lot of other people there, and they said, we suspect that that's what he believes, but that NBC is going to bury this episode and it will never see the light of day.
Yeah.
I personally think it should be an extra, like, deleted episode on the DVDs. Yes.
Yeah.
But according to Dick Wolf, I don't know. I don't do
said
scheduling.
It was pushed to after inauguration.
Yeah, we know.
Well, yeah, obviously it is, but
that's tomorrow.
I don't know if it's like a
so it's
confirmed.
I can tell you, based on being at the NBC TCAs yesterday, that the episode does not have an air date yet. It is suspected to be sometime in the spring. It's not. There's a real good chance it's never going to happen
ever.
Yeah. As much as we want to see it, it's dangerous now to air it as of tomorrow. So, yes. The other news is there was supposed to be an FBI spin-off of SVU. Right? Dick Wolf is working on...
is or was?
So there is supposed to be, he is working on it, but with the current state of FBI... the quote is, things are changing within the FBI. I would say that a spinoff has taken a back seat. And the big news about
Why does it matter what's really happening in the FBI for what you're going to do on TV?
I don't know. But what's happening is, this is really exciting. We're probably going to plant a character who's going to be a love interest for Mariska, who could or could not be part of the spinoff if we end up doing it. Yeah, so they're going to give us another love interest for Mariska, who may or may not be FBI.
And then when SVU ends, Mariska just rolls into the spinoff and keeps going forever?
That sounds right. And next week is the 400th episode, and it is directed by Mariska. Yep. So I think we should head into prediction.
Yeah.
Sound cues.
And I'm just realizing.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
And by next week, I don't mean next week. Here's the news. The next episode is on February 8th. That means we're taking a break.
So many breaks. I feel like there have been the last year, there's been like breaks.
What happened
after
was,
breaks.
for those who may have forgotten, the season started, and then the Trump episode got pushed, and then the Trump episode got pushed, and then they aired an episode and went, we're not airing anything till next year.
We also had the World Series going on.
What? Oh, the sport.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, a lot of things
Yes.
have, like, jumped into the mix.
Yes. So then they came back, and we really thought because of the amount that they pushed everything, that we would just have straight through. But we're going on hiatus till February 8th. What is so funny in the chat?
Anne-Marie talking about a love interest for Mariska or Liv.
Yeah.
Should give her a lady. She doesn't have good luck with men.
I agree, but the show has, for the last 18 years, said Mariska is not, or Benson is not interested in women. Every time there's a lesbian hitting on her, she's like, no thanks. And there was that one episode where she's like, do I seem gay? And Stabler is like, well, you don't have luck with men. And it was good. So the 400th episode, February 8th. So far, all we know from this ridiculous promo is that some woman is doing her son's best friend, who's like a teen. And then something about a gun. There was like a big gun, like a big, like, snipery, gun. That's all we have for this promo.
Do we think the son is gonna
Yes.
take out mom or the friend?
Who cares? I don't know. This season has been real miss or almost hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Miss or swipe by. I don't know. It doesn't excite me. This episode excited me. Seeing the promo for this week, so excited. February 8th, I hope a new promo comes out between now and then.
Yeah.
And it's the 400th episode.
Probably. I mean, we've got like 2 weeks till then.
Yeah. But 400 episodes, like, this should be big. They keep promoting it as though it's a big deal, but if the episode story is boring, if it's not like this background story while they have flashbacks of like all her time there and all of their years together and the first time Finn came in, you know what I mean? Like, it should be something powerful.
Right.
Yes.
Librarian Lil Brianna XO
Girl.
X1. I'm sorry.
She can't read.
It's moving. I can't read, actually.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the people stalking Barba last season? Will
Yes.
we ever revisit that? Hopefully.
Yeah, that whole storyline got
Wait.
dropped. Yes?
Hanan, why are you saying real gun or dildo gun?
Real gun. I don't know what a dildo gun is, but it was a real gun. I think.
Why not both? Agreed, Anne-Marie. Let's get wild.
I don't think SB would ever show
Kelsey's
us a
forever's
dildo.
like, WTF, Hanan?
Yeah. I really wish I was in the chat.
Real
You're
gun or
killing
dildo gun?
me.
I don't know what that means. Why is that your question? Hanan. I didn't see the promo, so I had to ask. Still, why?
Yeah, why would that be a thing? How did the semen get there?
I'm sorry. When you say sniper rifle, do you mean real gun or a dildo? I love you guys. Seriously, in here.
I love how disgusting we all are together as a collective.
Anne-Marie wants a Finn-heavy episode.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So I recently was, because it was on, there was the Ludacris arc, which was so good. Guys, I forgot how good Luda was. It was great. And I remembered how, like, interesting it was to hear about Finn and his family and his drama. He wasn't in this episode at all.
No.
I didn't even notice. Because Barba was back, you know?
It felt like it was only Barba, Liv, and Rollins.
Well, Rollins and Creasy, like, kind of made an appearance.
Yeah.
They went and found Eric.
Right.
And then look, when the girl came in and was like, I need a detective, and Benson was like, I'm the lieutenant. I went, girl, you are busy. Like, go do your job and let someone else take over. She doesn't have time to take this woman's statement and then to hold her hand. Like, Liv, you busy.
Yeah. Delegate.
Yeah. Be
You're
a good
the leader.
boss. Mm-hmm. Anything you'd like to add?
No, they're just talking about the dildos and who they want back. In the
Who do they want
episode.
back?
Melinda.
Oh,
Wang.
Warner.
Yeah.
Wong is not, I don't feel like he's coming back. Although if he does, I ship him with Barbara.
Yeah, duh.
He is at least openly gay.
Yeah.
Finally. I'd be okay with Noah not making it.
Oh, Khalees. Oh, I keep reading that as Kelsey. I can't read today, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's happening?
Khalees forever. Kelly is forever? I don't know. She was saying, it's a soft gun that you can sodomize a woman with.
I don't know if you, I just want to clarify that you don't have to, if you can sodomize with it.
You can also otherwise.
Yeah, but you can sodomize men as well, not just a woman.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You guys are disgusting.
You'd only sodomize
Get your
a
mind
woman.
out of the gutter.
And please, be equal opportunist sodomizers. Okay. I think we've lost it.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. Hanan, this is your fault. Thank you all so much for joining us for the Svu After Show. Until February 8th, I'm so sorry. Where can people find you?
You guys, find me on Instagram. It's Lauren Salaun, LaurenSalaun. I post a lot there, and I do a lot of Instagram stories.
She does too many Instagram stories.
But they're amazing.
Isabel can be found at Isabel Do.
Yeah.
Jesse can be found at DJ Jesse J. Without an I, for some reason. He wants to make sure we clarify that it's Jesse without an I.
That's how boys usually spell it.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Look at you supporting the team.
They're my team.
And they don't even show up.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They have other things that they have to be doing.
Less important things. They're looking for a dildo gun to sodomize with.
Just kidding.
Too soon. Okay. I'm Yael Tygiel. You can find me everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. I have a podcast. It's called Intimate Interrogations. Sometimes it is filthy. Sometimes it is not. And there are new episodes now for 2017 on iTunes and Stitcher. It is free. It is for adults.
It's
only-ish.
great. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so the shows that a lot of people are asking, what shows are we doing? Other shows are we doing?
Lauren, where are you at?
K-Lise. That's how you say it. Thank you, girl. Guys, I am going to be doing the Black Sails after show. We don't yet have an exact time for when we're going to be doing it, so I'll keep you posted on Instagram and check back on AfterBuzz and everything, but that show is so good, and it's the final season. It's
awesome. I'm on the Grimm After Show Sundays at 5. The Librarians, we have our season finale this week. What else do I do here? The Flash is coming back. That's CW's The Flash, Tuesday nights at 9, I believe. All of this is available on my Twitter at Yael Tygiel, YAELTYGIEL. We are being told to wrap up. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Dun, dun.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.